Have you been looking for a radio station that gives you sports?
I don't believe it! Oh, it's a touchdown!
Entertainment?
Are you not entertained?
And other special interest talk shows?
Well, isn't that special?
All on one app?
Yeah, that's dope. What app is that?
It's the Real 1100 AM app for WWE. Grab it for free in your Google Play or Apple App Store today. This is the Real 1100 AM. More sports, more music, more things that matter. Giving you more of the real.
Good morning. We are
The Morning Takeover.
I'm your girl, Shanice W.
I'm Aecb. I don't know how to act. Hey, this is Ellis Dean.
We are going to give you all the latest in entertainment news, politics, and sports. We are on every Monday through Friday at 10:15 on The Real 1100. Let's talk.
'Cause we taking it over, one city at a time.
Good morning. Man,
Hey.
It's Monday. I feel good, Ellis.
I feel great. I'm coming back on vacation. I missed y'all, though. I really have.
I know. People were like, when is the team coming back together? And I'm like, well, sometimes we got to have lives, too. We got to go on vacations and stuff. I was in Vegas, and he was in Bahamas, But we back at it, y'all. Y'all missed us. I know y'all did.
Man, look. Whether y'all missed us or not, I missed y'all. How about that?
Right. I got some inboxes saying they missed us. So, but man, I went to sleep last night at 10 o'clock. I'm going to start doing that every night because I feel good. Like, I went to sleep at 10.
And you know what? I did the opposite. Like, I normally go to bed early, and last night I was up to like 1:32 in the morning.
I'm all excited and hyped up today.
I know. I was like, I'm ready to get back.
I'm going to go to bed every night at 10 o'clock so I have all this energy. Okay, so let's just go ahead and jump in. Y'all know I'm an Ohio girl, right?
Oh, here we go.
I grew up in Cincinnati. I went to Ohio State. Then I moved to Atlanta. No, excuse me, the Ohio State University. And so I've been away from Ohio longer than I've been there. So, and I would never move back because I don't like it. I tried it and I didn't like it. But anyway, right. LeBron James.
LBJ.
He's gone. But guess what? I'm not mad. I'm happy for him.
You can't get mad.
Like, but you know what? Are they going to start burning his jerseys and all that again?
The owner responded differently this time. He finally responded the right way when he said, thank you for bringing a championship to our city. What you've done for our team in this city cannot be gracious. Okay?
And I love it. And I still got the video saved on my phone from a couple years ago, 2014, when LeBron, after he said he was coming back, they did this fresh video of him saying, I'm back, and all that. And, like, at that point, I was like, we got him back forever. Like, we're good. But I'm not mad, and I truthfully kind of knew he was going to the Lakers. Savannah and him, they bought a $20 million house out there.
That was America's worst kept secret.
Right. That's America's worst
Where is LeBron going?
Secret.
Okay.
Like, y'all didn't see him.
They're looking at schools in LA and stuff like that. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, so, and you see how Oakley didn't tell us on air when we had Charles Oakley, but
Oak knew.
Oak
was like, yeah.
But everybody wanted to act like it was a secret. But y'all, oh my God, he signs for 4 years for $154 million.
Get your money
with the Los Angeles Lakers.
Buy more $40,000 purses.
$154 million
and short suits.
You know what? But maybe I'm just delirious. But I was like, we couldn't get $200 million, LeBron. Like, I wanted $200 million for 4 years.
The Cavs could have paid him $200 million. He could have got a supermax with the Cavs. So, but with the Lakers, what they try to do is they set up the contracts in the league to where you can re-sign your own players for more money. So if he stayed in Cleveland, he could have gotten the Steph Curry contract, $40 million per year. But when he goes to another team, the other team has the limitations of what they can sign him for. So it's an incentive for you to sign with your same team to try to stop player movement.
Okay.
But he was going to LA, and he's like, he's got enough money. I think he's good on money. I think LeBron's good on money. Y'all think LeBron's good on money?
My Ohio people, I just have a quick question. Are y'all mad? Are y'all not mad? Because when he left,
thankful.
When he left the Heat and went, back to the Cavs, people was commenting like, I'm not a Cavs fan. I'm a wherever he at fan. Because, he wherever.
Oh, there's gonna be a whole lot of.
I'm gonna
call them faker fans. Is about to pop up this year because they're LeBron fans and they moved their loyalty with LeBron. So there was Miami Heat fans a couple years ago. Yes. Now they was Cleveland fans. Now they about to be faker fans.
So. That's me. Number one, sign me up. I love the Lakers. I didn't care nothing about the Lakers 2 days ago.
Bumba Clyde Roy boy.
I'm going to get me an LA Laker blanket, like so I can have that at home and be. I'm gonna have an LA Laker room in my place now. That's what I think I'm all the way for it. But y'all, LeBron, 4-time NBA MVP.
Yep.
3-time NBA Finals MVP.
Right.
14-time 14-time NBA All-Star and 2-time Olympic gold medalist.
Indeed.
He's done some stuff. Y'all see, I knew them facts, didn't y'all?
Oh, yeah.
I knew them facts. I wasn't sleeping on them facts. But
career, he can start right now and be a Hall of Famer.
So I think at this time, though, after these 4 years, he's gonna retire, right? Or no?
I think he's going to end his career as a Laker, and then he's just going to live in LA. And he'll still have his house in Akron or Cleveland or whatever.
Yeah,
because
Savannah said Cleveland is always home.
Right. But his oldest son, LeBron James Jr., actually, I saw a video. He tried to dunk on somebody. He was in 7th grade. He tried to rise up on him. And LeBron was at the game. And he stood up. He was like, because he's seen his son dunk before, but he hasn't seen him try it in a game. It was the first time he tried it in a game.
I need to see that.
Oh, it was interesting. He missed the dunk, but it was like he just rose up on the kid and tried to just bam him. I was like, wait a minute. So he's actually very good. But with him,
how tall is he right now at this age? Is he taller than most?
He's taller than most, but he's not. But he's not going to be his dad's size because Savannah's kind of small, so I don't think he's going to be his dad's size. But he's actually really good, and I've seen a lot of video of him. My son was watching him play. There's a bunch of videos of him playing games on YouTube, and so my son was watching it. He's actually very good, but the thing is, because he's getting close to high school, they want to settle and they don't want to move around.
Yeah,
so now that he's chosen LA, he's signed a 4-year deal in LA. He's going to be there. He's not going anywhere.
I love her because she's all about the children, and you know what I mean. So that's
they want
good.
Stability, and so they're going to settle.
So if you guys can, I would like you all to jump in the chat room and tell me how you guys feel about LeBron going to the Lakers. I want to know if y'all y'all
gonna be some Faker fans. Y'all gonna be some fake Laker fans.
I need to know if y'all gonna be Faker fans with me.
Faker fans,
because I'm a Lakers fan now. I was on Amazon, y'all, last night looking at Lakers stuff.
Wow,
it's that bad. Like soon as I found out, I'm a LeBron fan.
You know how things change so quickly. How one person has that kind of impact. Last year, I went to the Laker game when they came to play the Hawks. I was damn near courtside.
I see our producer pulling a mic. I was to say something.
I was damn near courtside and got the seats at the last minute.
You can't cuss on the radio.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can say DA. Okay, I can say that. That's good. That's good. But next year, with LeBron with him, bust out.
Man, okay. So now I ain't gonna care about when the Cavs play. I don't even care. Now it's all about the Lakers. I was on Amazon. I promise you not.
Got that purple and gold all in you.
As soon as I saw that LeBron was going to the Lakers, I was on Amazon like Lakers item, Lakers hat, Lakers jersey. I mean, that's just it's what it is.
What you got?
I've seen a lot of Laker fans torn because this is a time to where if you like the Lakers, that means you love Kobe. But that means you have to hate LeBron.
Right.
But now that he's on the Lakers, there are a lot of man, I didn't want LeBron. Like no team says
because they love Kobe. They loved Kobe. The Laker fans love Kobe. For those of y'all didn't hear that, he was saying that our Laker fans are torn. The true Laker fans, not the fakers,
Kobe.
But the true Laker fans are torn because they love Kobe. But LeBron's already passed Kobe as far as career. So y'all can let that go. Y'all can let the Kobe thing go. He's already passed Kobe. He's got his eyes on Jordan. Like that's the only person he hasn't surpassed in terms of the greatness of his career.
Has said
and he's hot on his heels. But he's passed Kobe. Kobe's in a rearview mirror.
Right. LeBron said recently that he wants to be the best that's ever played. And I mean that would be being Jordan, you know.
Right.
But anyway, just y'all let me know if y'all are gonna be Faker fans with me, because I'm saying I am. I don't care.
Handle your Faker fandom. It's all good.
I'm a Lakers fan all good. Now. And I'm from Ohio. I ain't burning no jerseys.
We ain't burning nothing.
Nah. Anyway, let us know. But on to our next. Drake's album Scorpion. Have you heard any of it?
I know you probably heard it.
Have you heard it?
I heard like 3 or 4 songs.
Okay, all right.
It's shattered.
You slipping. What's going on? You supposed to have the first copy.
I'm not the biggest Drake fan.
Guys, let me say this. Drake shattered Spotify opening day. It shattered it. Like, that's this way of, breaking the internet. You know how,
Right.
Yes, it shattered it. It had a massive opening week. The first day, it had 300 million streams. Okay? Drake's album is expected to move between 870 to 920,000 units in its first week.
Wow.
And this number ensures Drake will take the #1 spot on the Billboard's 200, earning him the largest debut of 2018. Because wasn't Kanye before who was winning? Now it's Drake. I know you don't like streaming, and you gonna say something about it.
No. I think streaming is a wave of the future. Nobody buys albums anymore. Do you buy CDs?
I wanted to.
I bought a CD in 10 years.
Right. So nobody buys CDs anymore. You either download it or you stream it.
I saw a CD guy. I don't know why they still exist, but the guys got the DVDs and CDs that we used to get a long time ago.
Yeah.
I saw one and I was like, "You got that, Drake?"
Why were you at the Gentleman's Club? Isn't that where they sell them now?
And he was like,
barbershop.
Right.
Barbershop? Okay, you at the barbershop.
No, I went at the barbershop, but let's just say I know a guy that I used to use back in the day. And I even asked him because I was just like, he was like, man, don't nobody, And I was like, what about Cardi B's? And he was like, don't nobody. I'm like, well, why do you still exist? Why are you still walking around with this stuff? These CDs, if don't nobody,
Hey, somebody in the chat
more.
group said they still buy CDs.
See,
so
exactly.
You the one? You the one?
Get at me.
You the
Get at
one.
me. But yeah, so Drake is doing his thing. I'm loving it. Tomorrow I'm going to tell you guys what all we learned from Drake's album. We know we learned about the kid.
Right.
And people tried to come in and be like, oh, Drake, you late. Pusha T, I already put that out there. Drake doesn't owe us nothing. Drake doesn't have to tell us he has a child. Like, y'all think
He doesn't.
that
Can I put a modification on that?
You all think that they are supposed to tell us everything, and they aren't. You want to say Pusha T already beat you to it, like Drake should have told us. Drake don't have to tell us. Drake don't have to tell us nothing. So what are y'all entitled to? Go ahead, Ellis.
I would say the one caveat I would put on this: he doesn't owe us anything about his personal life.
Exactly.
So, what's going on in his personal life? He doesn't owe us any of that information. Mm-hmm. Now, if he's going to continue to profit off of us buying and streaming and downloading his music, then he needs to give us some information, not all information, but he does need to give us some information.
And that is why tomorrow...
That's the only caveat I'll put on.
And that's the reason why tomorrow I am going to have a list of all things that we learned about Drake from this album, one of which was his son, but, Pusha T, whatever.
Did he talk about his daddy mustache? Can we talk about that?
He bought his daddy a Bentley. Did y'all see that?
He could buy his daddy a Bentley. He needed to buy his daddy to cut that mustache. What is going on with that caterpillar on his lip? Look up Drake Daddy. If y'all haven't seen Drake Daddy, look up Drake Daddy. He got that Whispers mustache.
It's all the way across. Remember how we sure had the Uniline? It's like that. Yeah.
That mustache is serious. It looks like you whistle when he talks.
It's serious. But Drake also just bought his dad a Bentley. That thing is nice too. But all right, let's go to commercial break. I got more to talk about real quick. Okay, go ahead.
Drake.
Got more.
Summer is here and it's hot, hot, hot. It's important to ensure your air conditioning system is ready to handle the demands of summer in Atlanta. Like your vehicle, HVAC systems require regular maintenance. If not properly maintained, you risk dealing with the discomfort and hassle of a broken air conditioning unit at the hottest time of the year. Vashanisa has some tips to ensure your system will be running effectively while saving money on your energy bills.
Step number 1, set your thermostats and leave it. Step number 2, change filters regularly. Step number 3, ensure you have a professional inspect your system effectively, safely, cleanliness, and refrigerate levels twice a year. A good maintenance program often pays for themselves in energy savings and increased comfort. Cool Air would love to earn your business. Call us at 770-COOL-AIR, which is 770-266-5247, or go online at 770coolair.com.
And you're back, and you're listening to the Morning Takeover right here on the Real 1100 AM. I am your boy, Silly Thoughts, and I'm sitting across from the lovely Shanisa W. We've been off for a while. The team has not been together. We had a few days off. We're on vacation, but we're back. We're bad.
Better than before.
We're black and we mad.
Was possible. A competition, you find them in the hospital. Okay. I'm about to take it all the way back to there.
We're rapping and everything. So we got Drake. So Drake dropped a new album. Before the break, we were talking about LeBron going to the Lakers, and now all the new Faker fans about to jump out the woodwork buying LeBron James jerseys and wearing their purple and gold. How about this? Read up on your Laker history. Don't get caught looking crazy. Read up on your Laker history. And then we talk about...
That's why we got Google. I'm going to Google everything about the Lakers now, because that's my new team. I'm gonna come up in here repping. Probably later on in the week, I'm gonna be in here with yellow and blue. I mean, yellow and blue. Lord, yellow and purple.
Yeah, what were they used to wear back in the day? The ponies. They said we had the purple and gold ponies back in the day.
As much as I want to,
it was Converse.
As much as I want to stay on this topic, I really do.
We got to move on.
I gotta move on.
Oh, yeah.
Floyd Mayweather has fathered a 2-year-old. Wait, I was gonna say that, but I wanted to, Floyd Mayweather has fathered a 1-year-old girl. And I thought that this would be the part where you would come on and say something crazy, and I'd be like, but it was Floyd Mayweather Jr. So you already know. Yeah, usually Ellis don't be knowing my. But can you?
I did some research last night because I wanted to be up for what's going on.
See, I'm not used to you knowing what I'm going to say. All right, y'all. So
why is Granddaddy having kids? That's what I want to know. Why is Granddaddy having kids?
Floyd's
Granddaddy, go sit down.
He's 65. And he, basically, Maury says it's 99.9%. Maury Povich. Yeah. So he's 99.9% the father. That's what the test came back. You are the father. Now, we know his father, famously trained him to be who he is. Right. And, I'm sure he's very appreciative because Floyd is the bomb. But, Daddy, what you doing at 65 where you got a 1-year-old? And I mean, so he was caught up in the paternity test.
Why is your child younger than your grandchildren?
Right. And, in April.
Think about that.
In April is when the drama, really started. In April was when, the pregnancy test and everything else. So, yeah. Not the pregnancy test, Lord, the DNA test. So, I know y'all talking because I see Ellis looking at the board laughing.
Thought we could still pull them tenderonis.
Look, so, sources have reached out to Floyd Mayweather Sr., to his representatives, and guess what they said?
What?
No comment.
Of course.
So, he has 5 kids now, including Floyd. So, Floyd got a baby sister. I wonder if he's going to spoil her. Floyd got a baby sister.
It depends on how he feels about it.
Floyd got a baby sister.
Cause he and his dad have had a rocky relationship over the years. They've reconciled lately and they've been cool, but their relationship hasn't always been great. Yeah. So I don't know how he feels about his dad chopping down a woman of childbearing age at 65.
Yeah, but Floyd believes in, different things like women all around the world. He said he got 7 girlfriends. And
he also has hit a lot of his girlfriends too. So So let's tell it all. Yeah. Let's tell it all. Right. He has been kind of misogynistic when it comes to women. He owns that strip club in Vegas. I mean, he didn't have the best attitude. He's got a gentleman's club. I'm sorry, a gentleman's club. I got to use air quotes in that. He's got a gentleman's club in Vegas. So he's kind of misogynistic and with his view of women. And
what about his dad's relationship though? It's kind of rocky.
I'm not sure. I think he and his dad are cool. They're back on good terms because his dad has been in his corner the last few fights. Okay. So they've been on a good standing. I don't know how this development is going. If it changes that at all or not.
I might have an update for y'all about tomorrow, but I want to get to my next topic, and it's why you see Ellis Mimosa has orange juice, more orange juice, and you see why mine is more clear. If you guys are listening to us, you can get on our chat room or go Facebook Live, and you can see the difference in our orange juice, and this is why. Because I'm stressed all the way out. Okay, so Cruz, you weren't here last week. Cruz testified in front of a Senate Judiciary Committee last week, and he was very emotional, talking about what happened with him with Adam Bandit.
I saw a piece of that.
So
Why is he testifying before Congress about getting grabbed in the junk?
I mean,
it's not that serious. So for real.
Ellis getting mad when we talk about this, so I was prepared for this. So Ellis, he went before this committee and talked, okay? But now, guess what? Guess what?
What?
You know 50. 50 said, you know, we love 50. He petty, but 50 be petty pentagram every day.
That's my petty brother.
He petty. So 50 Cent, you know he has something to say.
I know he does.
Mocked Terry Crews for saying he was sexually assaulted. He later deleted the post, but Instagram, it was a photo.
A screenshot.
And it said, I got raped. And my wife watched. And look, hold on. It's more to. Then 50 Cent suggested that if it was him, he would have got violent. Like he put LOL, what the F is going on here, man? And then he said, Terry, you froze in fear, because that's what Terry said. Yeah. He was like, they would have had to take me to jail. Yeah, so like 50, like he would have got violent with him, which I would too. If somebody,
especially as big as Terry Crews, just take them lumps.
So Terry Crews is saying stop with that, because he's saying he wants people to stop with saying how big and strong he is. That has nothing to do.
He built that body.
He said
he didn't buy that body. He went to the gym and worked on that body. So he wanted to be big and strong.
Well, he says
right or wrong.
Right. But he says that has nothing to do with him being sexually assaulted. Is what he's saying. He's saying the two are very different things. So guess what people are doing now? But this is what I'm mad. They're petitioning, urging stars to end the relationship with 50 and Power. My show.
But they're not getting rid of Power.
It's a petition going around for stars to end the relationship with 50 after mocking Terry Crews. You know how Roseanne came out and said something about black people and they took her off the show and all that? People are comparing
that was racial. What did he say that was so bad? He mocked a man for testifying before Congress about getting grabbed in the junk.
Well, see,
and saying, "Man up and handle your business."
I feel you 100%. But this is what they are saying. That 50 is making fun of a sexual assault, and just like Roseanne made fun of something, like he should be ripped with his ties with stars should let him go. Like, what was it? ABC let Roseanne go.
Roseanne specifically called somebody out and called out multiple. She called out Muslims and African Americans and equated African Americans to apes.
I feel you, because I love
he's
50.
Calling out this man for crying, talking about some man touched me.
I understand.
He's not. I don't think he can. I think
he said I got raped and my wife watched. But this is the thing. I
think they're separate.
For me,
I think they're separate.
For me,
it was inappropriate. Was it inappropriate? Yes.
Why y'all are kind of tie it together. And maybe I'm blinded because I'm a 50 fan.
Right.
But I just kind of don't feel like stars should all of a sudden have a problem with 50, and people are signing this petition because they want Power off the air. Speaking of Power,
they don't get rid of Power.
Oh my God.
Do y'all know that Black Twitter's undefeated? They not getting rid of Power.
Oh my God. Y'all, Power was so explosive. Like,
how many people was watching that the other night?
And I'm
my timeline was filled. Y'all not giving them no Power.
Right. and I'm an on-demand, TV watcher. So,
right.
So, that night was Sunday night at 11:59. I was sitting there just looking at my TV ready, and it came on at 12. Because you had to watch it at night. I was looking at my TV like ready. So, oh my God, Tariq, Dre. It was deep. It was like 50 came in with this first show to premiere was everything.
Power's not going any.
And
where? Okay.
And I love 50, but how I told you before, it's kind of hard for me to separate characters from who they really are. So I was mad at 50 last season. Was it last season or one before that? When he killed Grandma with the Jesus pillow.
I haven't watched Power.
Oh, you haven't watched Power?
Mm-mm.
50, and then he killed his son. I was like, 50 so savage. I was mad at 50, but then my love for 50 came back when I realized that it wasn't really him that killed his son. It was just a show. So, yeah. But do you guys think that 50 should be treated like Roseanne?
No, well, in the chat room is saying they feel the same way. And it's more about the way we view gender roles with regards to sexual assault. Mm-hmm. If Terry Crews had been a woman and 50 Cent made light of what happened.
Remember 50 put up Tia Marie's?
Then I would have been signing a petition too. But because it's a man, we view that differently. You got your junk grabbed by a man. There are women right now. That's why Harvey Weinstein got arrested, because he assaulted women. We've got real assault, and you just got a man come up to you, got drunk, grabbed your junk, and as a man, even if he doesn't do anything, okay, let's take that out of the equation. The muscles and the ex-football player and all that stuff, let's take that out of the equation. Take it and be like, look, dude, I don't get down like that. I'm gonna give you a pass because you're drunk. but I don't get down like that. But you shouldn't be signing on to the Me Too movement because you're muddying the waters, and that's what I have a problem with.
He's part of the sexual, so he feels like he's part of Me Too.
He's not.
I mean, you know, but this is the thing. Before they try to shut us down,
I've been hit on. I live in Atlanta. Right. I've been hit on walking through Lenox Mall. I'm not saying I'm part of the Me Too movement. I'm like, dude, I don't get down like that. And I say, look, appreciate it. I don't get down like that. Keep it moving.
I will say this: 50 needs a PR rep. 50 needs.
He needs to get off the internet. He needs to stop being petty,
because
though.
This is
He's too powerful to be petty.
You need me to be your PR, because remember when oh God, why can I not think of his name? The rapper in a hospital. Why can't Big Boy when he got smaller? Rick Ross. Yeah, I cannot think. Okay, remember when Rick Ross was in the hospital and 50 came out with this image he put on Instagram, and it was from Rocky, and it was like, if he's dead, he's dead. Like something like that. Like 50 always does petty stuff, but I love you, 50.
He needs to stop.
But 50, what I want you to do is get a good PR rep. Somebody like me, look, because I need to read every post before you put it out.
Right.
Then remember that Tara Marie, he put her.
Two people that need to stop tweeting: Donald Trump. And 50 Cent.
Did he put it on Instagram?
On Instagram. You need to get, y'all two need to get off social media.
Remember he put Tiara Marie's face?
Yeah, he did.
So
50, she tried to get a restraining order.
She found the wrong document.
She found the wrong document.
But 50, I just love 50 so much, you know, and he's the king of petty. He is.
Oh, the petty in me loves it, but I think
needs,
from his perspective, he's got to stop.
He needs me to read his stuff before it goes online, because
like,
I don't want him getting in no serious trouble. I don't want. All right, y'all, real quick. Tristan Thompson's ex, she's mad. She's mad at Chloe because Chloe keeps sending her child home in designer clothes and expensive toys, and she said that Chloe's trying to use her son to get closer to Tristan. How? When she got a baby by Tristan too. So how is she using your son to get closer to Tristan?
She's trying to elevate her importance. Baby girl, get them child support checks, live off of that, and shut up. Okay? You get a nice check from Tristan. Go sit down and be quiet. Stop trying to make yourself more important.
She's very mad because she said that she doesn't want to see Tristan play out both of them on his leg, both kids. And she saw that picture and she was furious.
Why?
Exactly. And she says that sometimes they take family portraits. Girl, bye. Like, bye.
They go together. And that's what you do. When you have a blended family, you treat all the kids the same way. That's how you're supposed to do it.
I would have a problem.
So she bought clothes for your son, like she was gonna buy clothes for her daughter. That's the way it's supposed to work. Right. Sit down and shut up.
Now I would be mad if the son wasn't included. You know what I'm saying? Like,
for real. And she would have been mad too. Oh, you're not gonna include my baby in y'all stuff. Come on, man. You're just trying to make up something. Go sit down.
Jordan, sit down. Sit down.
Right.
Sit down. All right,
please.
guys.
I don't even know her name.
Jordan is her name.
Her name is Tristan Thompson, baby mama. That's her name.
And you know, I think she's a star tender too. Remember that?
TTBM. Go sit down.
All right, guys. We are the Morning Takeover. I'm Shanisa W. You can find me on Instagram as Shanisa W. and Facebook as Shanisa Whitehead.
And I'm your boy Silly Thoughts. That's SILLE Thoughts. And I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And you can always also follow the show. We are the Morning Takeover Radio Show on Facebook and Instagram. And we're also on YouTube. I was on YouTube last night cleaning up some of our stuff, putting some titles in, doing some things. And so we got some big stuff coming out on YouTube in the near future. We're excited about some reaction videos. We're about to put out another teaser video of our show. So we got a lot of stuff going on. So make sure you follow the YouTube channel and continue to watch the show.
Today. We have fun today.
Have fun. Team is back.
All right, guys.
Back together.
See you tomorrow.
Thank you, fans. Get your 23 jerky.
Tune your radio.
Tune in.
Now.
You can tune in to this radio station on any smartphone or tablet.
iPhone,
Android,
BlackBerry,
Nokia,
Samsung.
Those phones. Or whatever you have. Download the
Man. Okay, so, what the hell? Wait, I'm gonna just let you do it. Oh, that's yours. I'm like, but anyway, so you guys remember I told you all last week that Nelly's father, Nelly got on social media and he popped all the way off.
So he ain't paying no more for the dad's life.
No more bills, yeah. So TMZ, you know how they are. They caught up with Ashanti and was like, "Hey, how do you feel about it?" they've been separate. It's over a decade that they haven't been together. And they were together for 3 years, and it was over a decade ago. So, I mean, he was backstage. And, well, you know, the father was backstage with Ashanti and did a little video. Hey, you know, put it out there. Nelly got pissed off, mad, because he was like, you know, his father should have been back there with her. But they've been separate for 10 years. That relationship was a decade ago. And
do they have a child?
No.
Oh, yeah. You gotta let that go. Now you gotta let that go. I mean, I can see you could be mad, but don't be mad in public. Be mad in private. You could be mad about that. I can understand that, especially if you don't have a good relationship with your father, and you thought
was that a bad breakup?
If you and Ashanti were in good space, I don't know what happened to us, but
did it move? Oh, we need to figure out.
Yeah, if you and Ashanti were and had a good relationship, then I could see you being mad, but you can't be mad in public. You can't let people know that you're mad.
He popped off on social media and was like,
golly,
he done paying for the bills. He's done. So TMZ.
So that's why he popped off, because the dad was in the concert.
Because the dad was in the concert. He was backstage with Ashanti.
If you want Ashanti, go get her.
But this is the thing. So check this out. So you know our faithful friends at TMZ, they caught up with Ashanti in the airport and was like, how do you feel, you know, about, you know, that happening and, you know, Nelly popping off? She was like, I didn't even know the drama happened. She was like, she didn't even know about it. And she was like, I'm all about families sticking together. And she was like, I didn't even know. And it's sad.
She probably got, in the 3 years that they were together, she probably got to know the dad pretty well. And even though her and Nelly broke up, she probably was still cool with Dad.
Yeah,
and so,
I mean, because, you know, but then I think
now,
about
Dad's probably
it,
doing other stuff, though. Dad's probably doing other stuff. I don't think that's...
That was what it was. That's why
I think that's the final straw.
So you think
I think
it's
it was
stuff we don't
more
know
stuff
about?
underneath
that's the
and
only
then
thing
that was
that's
the
been
final
reported.
straw. Like now you're going to pop up at my ex concert, like all in the video.
I understand that was the only thing, but maybe it is other stuff that we just don't know about.
I think there's other stuff.
But, you know, when that video went viral... Nelly popped off.
Yeah, they were talking about that on Shade.
Nelly popped off. Yeah. Yes. And I wanted to mention something about the Jacksons. Okay, of course we know Joe Jackson has passed away. Whether you like him or not, he is the reason that the Jacksons are where they are. Like, he's responsible for it. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it is what it is. But I have something that his nephew told Radar Online.
Well, a real nephew or the person's nephew?
This is Trent. This is one of their sons. No, this is one of the Jackson's sons. His name is Trent. I can't think of which Jackson, but this is his real.
But he's not one of Michael's kids.
No.
Right.
Yeah.
Michael had no real kids.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he had.
He paid for him.
I mean, but you know what all adopted parents do? Like you do pay for them.
Anyway, but they don't have his DNA. That's my point. They don't have his DNA.
But none of them adopted kids have his DNA too. But they're
but them 3 T, them Tito kids.
Yeah. Okay. So is that why does it say nephew then? I don't know. Anyway, this is what I'm gonna tell you. Nelly, Lord, I'm looking at the wrong. Okay. Trent said to Radar Online, he said he can't guarantee that everybody. No, hold on. Let me read it. He said he can't guarantee that his uncle is going to rest in peace because all people don't make it to heaven.
That's real. I mean, that's real. I mean,
would you expect your relatives to get on there and be like, look, we can't guarantee Ella's gonna make it down.
Everybody can't be like me because I don't speak ill of the dead.
Right, and but so, he was just like, I can't guarantee he's gonna rest in peace. He told Radar Online that, and he was like, because everybody don't make it to heaven, which everybody doesn't make it to heaven.
I mean,
but like, did you have to say that? Like,
no, you don't have to say that in public.
I want people to start doing things in private.
Yeah,
like if we do too much in private, we won't have nothing to talk about. So you can do some stuff, but some things are in private. Don't tell Radar Online, Trent, that basically you feel your uncle went to hell. Is basically what you're saying, right? You saying your uncle went to hell.
Maybe he's saying he's in purgatory.
All right.
I don't know. I think that was in poor taste, and you don't. We don't know the story. Look, we saw the TV movie. We saw the Jackson. We know the story.
I'm just, you know what?
The same thing happened with the DeBarge. family.
My mind is still messed up about 50, and if they try to take power from me, you just don't know. They better not take power from me. I tagged it. Did you know, I don't know if you saw, but I got it 50 inbox yesterday and screenshot it and posted it.
The inbox, the chat room said,
I inboxed 50.
The chat room said you don't have enough orange juice in your bag.
I don't because I knew I was about to talk about this with 50 Cent. And y'all, I'm gonna just be honest. Like, they can't take power. They're not gonna take power.
They're not taking power.
Are you sure?
Here's the thing.
I need power.
Power is not on a major network, for one. It's on Stars. So this story's gonna burn hot for a little while and it's gonna go away. Because people don't really feel the same way about Terry Crews being assaulted versus a female. If this would have been a female, then it would have been a whole different thing.
I don't want to make light of Terry Crews' situation.
And the Tierra Marie situation is different. She did the video. She was right there.
And
she saw the camera point down at her when all this was going on.
And this is my thing. You can't prove.
And it was the act. He just reposted it.
And you can't prove that 50 knew that wasn't. That she could wanted to post that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, but I do think that 50, he might need a PR person and he needs somebody to look at his stuff because he be so petty and so savage. Like, petty.
Yeah.
Like, 50 is petty Pentagraph. He's petty.
50 need a cake, but he's super petty.
Only time I hate 50 is when he's doing something that I don't like in power because it's hard for me to separate.
When's the last time 50 made a song?
I was just gonna say, like,
does he make music anymore? Is he just powered out? He's producing and he's still living off that vitamin water.
You know what? No, I think 50's good with power, and I mean he's done some endorsements. I mean, 50.
You know how much money he made off that vitamin water?
How much?
Because when vitamin water first came out, they weren't owned by Coke. So like they came to him and they said, they gave him like
I didn't even know
50% of the company. They gave him a big because they didn't have any money to pay him. They said, you endorse us. They gave him a big percentage of the company, and they gave him, that's what the Formula 50 was about. They had vitamin water called Formula 50. That's what it was about. It was his personal formula. So when Coke came in and bought him, and he got a huge check from that deal, almost like Beats did with Dre. They came in to Dre. They said, Dre, could you endorse this? We don't have any money, but we can give you equity into the company. The company blows up. Dre blows it up, and now he's a billionaire because of the Beats by Dre. Same thing with 50 and vitamin water. He made a whole bunch of money off that vitamin water.
I want this petition going around to stop like Stars, but you know what's some drama with Stars and 50 last
Who's
year?
the audience? Who's the primary audience for Power?
Black people.
Exactly.
I mean, so we ain't gonna let it go. We ain't gonna let it go. Like,
we ain't letting power go. You finna take my power?
And let me tell you, it's y'all's fault that because I wasn't even watching Powers. All I kept hearing was power. So last year I was like, all right, let me go ahead and watch this show. Right. Social media told me to watch it. I watched it. And then I kept watching everything. Like, I went on it. You know how Law and Order binges, marathon? Right. That's what I did.
I need to do it.
It got me. It drew me in. And then one night, I came home from a club. A lounge. I got home at 11. Well, only because I got home at 11.
That's what we call it now?
It's a lounge. My strip club.
I got you.
No, but for real, it was a lounge. Party at the club. But no, I came home at 11. That's my point. Like, you don't come home from a club at 11. But I came home at 11. Yeah. And at 12 o'clock, I was like, let me just watch one episode of Power, just because I've been watching the day before. So, you're trying to give me more issues.
I'm just saying, just in case you wanted
to. So, I came home. Then at, it was 11 o'clock. At 12 o'clock, I watched one episode of Power. And then I was like, okay, one more episode. This went on until 8 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
Because you know how, you got to wait a week to find out what happens?
Yeah.
I didn't. All I got to do is press for the next one. Right. And so from 12 to 8 o'clock in the morning, it was sunny out. I was looking around. I was like, I'm still watching Power.
Yeah.
It was 8 hours. So you got, once you get hooked, you're hooked. So
I gotta watch it now because we had Rob Hardy on the show a couple weeks ago, and he's directed several episodes of Power. So,
and then shout out to my boy Jamal Howard. Okay, so we would talk sometime on social media or whatever. And how about I look up one day, I'm watching Power, and he's on there. He was Brains.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he was Brains. He was, you don't know what I'm talking about, but you talking about, oh, wow. Anyway, he was Brains for you guys. He was Brains, and I was like, oh, my God, I hated you on the show. So I don't know. And I can't separate.
Well, it's all good. It's all good. So, we're happy to be back. We're happy to be back. Guys, I saw a lot of people jump in the chat room, so shout out to James Bing, Kevin, Shamita. Appreciate you joining in. Had a great time this past weekend. That's the couple I went to go.
Congrats.
Yeah, so 20 years.
20 years. And that's, my mom talks a lot about marriage and everything. And 20 years, that's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
That's
especially in today's day and
amazing.
time.
And you and your wife, 18 years? That's amazing.
So it's
like,
still...
you don't hear... People, I feel like these days, marriages last for 2-3 years. You know what I mean? If that. But it's amazing to me when I see people, like... You all, like our age, that's been together that long. My parents' age, they're only in their 50s, and my dad's like 62. They've been together 40 years. Like, that's wonderful.
It's work. I mean, it's work, but
that's what my mom said.
To do it.
My mom was like, it's work. She was like, don't think I've never wanted to take a pillow and put it over his head and kill him. She said, but she was. Basically, she was laughing. She said it's work. She said you have to keep the kitchen clean and the bedroom dirty. My mom says. So anyway.
Yeah. So Vic, Donna, thank you for joining. Karen, Ray, good to see you, cuz. JB, always.
JB,
pleasant.
hey.
Erica, Gilbert, I see you again. Aunt Gwen.
Have you been in my chat room at all?
I'm about to join on that. Gladys, cousin Gladys. Chuck, big Chuck. You still on Facebook? They be suspending you. That's a dude. He puts all this stuff, and they suspend him because they always.
What about your one friend that I blocked on my social media? I blocked him before I.
Questel, Brad, Rashad, what's going on? Brian Hill, what's going on?
Thank you for tuning in.
A lot of folks on Ty.
I think they're excited to see us back. Like.
Yeah, I mean it's been fun. So
Vegas was everything. Vegas was everything.
I saw the videos.
And I'm sure Jamaica was everything.
Jamaica, well. The funny thing was, it's like, we worked so much, and I was so tightly wound, like the first day and a half. I was still like, and then finally I was all on social media, and I was checking stuff, and then I was like, you know what?
I was going to screenshot you stuff, and I was like, no.
I got to enjoy my vacation. So I put my phone on airplane mode, and I set it down. And
what does airplane mode really do?
It blocks everything. It's like do not disturb at the end level. It blocks everything. The only thing it could get through was like Wi-Fi. I could get on. I could watch. I could get on social media and stuff like that.
I always wondered what
but I couldn't
airplane mode
I couldn't get calls and I couldn't get text messages. So it blocked all that out. So I went. I set my phone down.
Because I was going to text you that Joe
Have you ever done
Jackson
Snooba?
had died, but I was like, he's having fun. No, what is it called?
Snooba. So Snooba is a combination of snorkeling and scuba. So you actually have the
Did you and Michelle do it or the kids?
We did the whole family.
The whole family. Michelle.
So we did the you're breathing underwater like you would with scuba, but you're on a hose, so you can only go down so far. But so it's kind of like snorkeling, and we were able. I mean, it was great.
It sounds too adventurous for me.
Oh, it was fun.
It was fun.
It's different experience because
who enjoyed it more, you and Michelle or
Michelle.
Kids?
Michelle wants to be a scuba diver now.
Really?
She wants to learn. She wants to get her license now to scuba dive. She was having a ball.
Now you go, girl.
Because I had surgery on my ear, I couldn't go as deep because of the pressure.
Oh.
So I had to stay on the surface. The kids went down, but it's tough on the ears because
I
it's a
get
lot
kind
of
of
pressure.
scared, I can't swim, so I don't know.
Oh yeah, they gave me like
maybe you can teach me.
I'm too heavy. I don't float.
Is it just that?
No. I'm just dense because of muscle, so I sink. So they gave me a life jacket to wrap around my waist so I could stay up on the surface, and I just remember. But it was great. We saw all types of fish.
So you guys had an
coral.
amazing. That's another thing I love about you and your wife. You guys travel a lot. You have fun. You guys remind me of a younger version of my parents. Because you guys have fun. You travel. You live life. And I think that's wonderful. That's the bomb.
It is, and that's what we've been focusing a lot more on lately. Is just having life experiences, and so. Yeah. But shout out JB. They're going to him and his wife are going to be celebrating 22 years this Saturday.
Congratulations! I love that.
22
I love
years. That's
that.
great. They've got 3 kids. I think they got 3 kids.
And I love to see, like I said, people our age that you know what I'm saying because there's so much out there. It's so much. I mean, it's just. And then, like I said, my parents, they don't look like their age, but so they're like the fun parents or whatever.
Right.
But I just love to see marriages last because this day and age is so much out there.
Yeah.
Did you see that the show Side Chicks is coming out?
Yeah.
What in the world? I don't know.
But that's real. But it gives credibility to that, and it's so much thirst out there on men and women. It's men and women. I'm not making that gender specific.
No, I've had men
dudes out there too.
inbox me, married men inbox me, trying to talk to me. And I'm like, dude, I go on your page and it's showing you've been married for 20 years. Like, what? And, but this was the best. This dude inboxed me. And we'd inboxed a couple times. It was cool. And then I was like, let me go to his page. I went to his page. There's a whole family. I was like, dude, don't contact me anymore. Like, you're a married man. And he was like, but wait, I'm on the brink of a breakup. What's on the brink of a... So you... I'm on the brink of a breakup. So you saying you about to break up. Like, you about to break up. And I said, dude, no.
But he's trying you because... That somebody has gone for it. Somebody's gone for that.
I was in $3
Men don't do
Cafe.
stuff that hadn't worked before.
Yeah, I was in $3 Cafe, and this guy, he was looking at me. We both kind of looking at each other. He walks over. He was like, hey, can I sit with you pulling this chair out? Then I saw the ring. I said, no, you may not. He was like, what? I mean, because, we were looking at each other. And I said, you can look right over there where you came from. He was like, but what's up? I said, what's up is you're married. And he said, that ain't nothing. Believe me, that ain't nothing. I was like, dude, please leave my table. Please leave me. How are you going to say your marriage is nothing? Like, about that ain't nothing. That's how he said it to me.
That's how the thirst is.
He's
the thirst
just like,
is real, and women will go for that.
And women will go for it and be like, but I'm like, dude, no, what you can do is go back over to where you were and go sit down and leave my table. And he was like, but I'm saying that ain't nothing. I'm like, you're married, dude, walk away.
And the difference is, I see attractive women all the time, and I've made that eye contact. I remember recently I was at Letty's mom, went to go get something to eat. I'm sitting at the bar. A little young, attractive girl was sitting across the bar, and she kept looking. And so we made eye contact a couple of times, and I was like, I was young and saying I probably would have sent her a drink or whatever and talked to her. But I was like, you just got to hold it. And I could almost see at the very end.
Temptation is there, but you
I could see at the very end, she was kind of like, why he didn't, like she was puzzled, like, why didn't he come over? I sent the signals, and I was like, and she may not have seen my hand or my ring, but I was like, you got to just stop it there. And it's good, and it was great. My ego was filled. And the fact that this young girl was flirting with me.
Because my mom's ego has been filled too.
It was filled, but it was like, I don't need to follow that up with trying to get with it and do all this extra stuff. I was good.
Marriage,
good.
And like that's what my mom has a relationship book. She was on last week. And to me, people don't value marriages like they used to. And it's so sad to me because I have one male friend. We're real cool, and so me and his wife started to get cool. Like, we're cool because we know the same people. And he told me one day, he was like, you either going to have to be cool with me or my wife. He was like, because you're going to see stuff, and if you're going to be her girl, you aren't going to be happy.
Wow.
So guess what I did?
You cut him off.
I backed away from both of them.
Yeah, you did.
Like, I can't,
that's
like...
you want to be in there.
Yeah, like, he was like, look, you got to make a choice. Because I'm, like, around her, I'm laughing. I loved her, but I stepped away from both of them because he was like, look, it's either her or me that you're going to be friends with. And I'm friendly.
In my younger days,
I'm friendly. So
if I'm being completely honest, in my younger days, if I had boys that was doing something, I would help them out. I would be the alibi. I would turn a blind eye. And I got caught up in some foolishness because they threw me under the bus. And I lost a friend behind that. And I was like, you know what? I'm not getting involved in that anymore. I'm not telling you how to be. You got to figure it out. You got to work that out with your relationship and how you deal with that, all that stuff. I'm not telling you how to be. Don't tell me how to be. But I'm not going to help.
Exactly.
I'm like, that's a lie. I'm not going to help.
I lose respect immediately in situations like that because I was on a date with this guy. We went on a couple dates, and I was on a date with this guy, and he's on a phone, and him and his boy, they're trying to figure out how they can cover for something that just happened with his boy and some female. Right. And as I'm watching him looking at it, after he got off the phone, I said, this is our last date. Like, this is it. Because it was on the phone figuring out
because if he's being that shady with his boy,
if you're being shady,
yeah.
And plus, I don't like negative energy. I think what you put out there, you get back. I'm good. Like, I basically, I'm picky about the people I'm around. So,
and then there's gonna be my sister-in-law. Shout out to my sister-in-law. She just got engaged this past weekend.
Congratulations! So. How old is she?
She's our age.
Our age?
Just a little younger. She's about your age. She's about your age.
Congratulations.
And so.
Does she live here in Atlanta?
No, she lives in Houston.
Okay.
But excited for both of them. But yeah, you gotta.
Do you like the guy? Are you cool?
I haven't met him. I saw the
him?
picture, and,
okay.
and I saw the ring. It was a nice ring. You put some money on it. Go on, do it. But I'm happy in the fact that she didn't settle, and there was opportunities for her to settle over the years because you want to be married. And this is our first marriage. First time, and so it's like, it's still out there. Love is out there, and I think we tend to think that we're supposed to be married by a certain age. We're supposed to have this by a certain age. Don't put any parameters on it. When you take the parameters off, it'll come. But if you try to put some of the parameters on it, find the right person for you. That's the thing. That's the thing. Find the right person
and for me, like, I'm 40. I don't have any kids. I love kids. I'm not married. And
the chat room saying that was a good job that you made it. It was your last day with that dude.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, this is my last. This is it. But my thing is, like, I'm 40. I haven't been married. I don't have kids. And, it's like my family, especially my grandmother, she'd be like, so when, she'd be like, are you bringing a date to any of the family events this year? I said, no, are you? Like, I was mad. But, like, my family doesn't put the pressure on me. Right now, I don't even know if I would be good in a relationship. I'm so driven. I'm so focused. Yeah. So, like, I don't even know if I would be good in a relationship. Like, for instance, I got a lunch date at 11 o'clock. It's already 11:05, and I'm sitting here. We just going down the street. I'm so focused.
One of the things is, like the couple that we went to go do the recommitment this weekend.
That's amazing.
He still calls her his queen.
That's amazing.
And they've been together 20 plus years. I mean, they've been married for 20 years, but they were together longer than that. And I watched them, the way they interacted, the way he dotes on her, the way she responds to him. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, that's where you want it to be.
That's where you want it to be.
You have to commit to that. Like, you can't.
Have to.
You got to commit to that. Like, they have a joint.
My mom said marriage is hard work.
They have a joint Facebook page. Like, it's all together. Good. And it was like, and when I first thought, I was like, ooh, who would do that? Ooh, but that prevents problems.
It prevents problems.
If anybody slide in your DM,
because social media,
y'all got the same page. My wife, she see everything you put on this page.
Exactly, and that's important. That's good. And it's just like I said, I feel like people don't care about marriages anymore. I met this girl. She was just talking about all she gets, from being a side chick, and she gets this, all these different things. And she was like, I'm just worried about me. I said, that's the sad thing. You aren't worried about you, because the karma you're going to get back for doing all this is bad. Yeah. I'm like, so you want to say, oh, I'm just thinking about me, sweetie. You're not thinking about you at all. Mm-hmm. Like, you really aren't, because you're going to get that karma back. But
don't live in the moment. And the last advice I know,
we need a talk show. We need a talk show. No, we really do.
We're working on that. We're
working on it. We need a talk show.
I think the last piece of advice, and this is whenever younger brothers would ask me about how do you stay married that long, blah, blah, especially when they're starting off in a relationship. And I said, you have to enter it knowing without an exit strategy.
Exactly.
Because if divorce is anywhere in your realm of thought, well, if this doesn't work out, we could just get divorced. Then it's not going to work.
Okay, so
because
how do you feel about prenups?
The first time in adversity, you're going to pull that ripcord. You're going to say, in case of mercy, I
agree, but how do you feel about prenups?
I think prenups,
because you're already putting it in place. I believe in prenups.
Prenups are fine. I don't have a problem with prenups as long as you both approach it with the same thing.
Because look, like, I don't have a lot of money now, but my parents do, and I'm not about to give up my parents' money to some, person that I might divorce. So I think prenups are good. I don't think it says one day we might get divorced. I think it protects us if one day we get a divorce.
I think it's a prenup. It's like a marriage is a legal. You're basically forming a legal partnership,
right?
Like in a business, you're forming a merger, and then what you say a prenup is saying, if this does dissolve for whatever reason, it's hard to say that because if you enter it with without divorce, but if you're going to leave with what you brought, and you're not going to try to take anything else that you didn't bring into the relationship.
Exactly.
Now that's hard, especially, and I think it's more important for somebody if they're bringing in more. Like if you're a professional athlete and you're marrying somebody, you're going to need that prenup because. Those situations are so imbalanced in terms of what you're bringing financially to the relationship that I know if I was an athlete, I would have make everybody sign a prenup because I was like, no. Now I would share everything I have with you because if you're my wife, I'm gonna share everything, and what's mine is mine. It was, and what's mine is yours. unless it ends.
Right.
Then it goes back to being mine.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
And so we don't have that prenup because I'm taking what I brought in. But everything is different. But the only advice I would say is don't walk into a marriage thinking if this doesn't work out. Because if you think that, then it will. I never thought that way. And in the fights that we've had and the ups and downs that we've had, it's always been about, I imagine being single, and I'm like, no, we got to work.
I was about to say, what would be your advice? Because I asked my mom this, but what would be your advice? But as far as to people about marriage and staying in marriage, and I get you kind of already gave it. Like, it's just, like my
be
mom,
friends.
she gave her.
Be friends.
But I wouldn't even be friends with too many people.
No, not with people outside. I'm saying
you and your
spouse.
I'm like,
you and your spouse need to be friends because love, and from studying, love changes over time. So you've got that lust that, when you're first together in the first 6 months, first 6 to 12 months, it's like, it's lustful and exciting and everything they do is perfect and they're the most wonderful person. But over time it changes. The relationship changes. But if you're a friend, if you have a strong friendship and you have a genuine like, love is different. If you have a genuine like for that person, then it's easier to overcome the problems. Like you and your friends. Like if you're your girlfriends, if y'all are true friends, y'all might fuss and fight, but at the end of the day, y'all gonna come back because the relationship is that strong. Right. Same thing in marriage.
Some of them know when they show their ass, you gotta let them go. Some friends though, when you find out who they are, yeah. So this when you brought up friends, I'm not talking about marriage, but friends. Sometimes you do have to let some people go.
Yeah,
you gotta let some people go sometimes because it's about that energy. I listen to Oprah when it talks about energy around you. And everything.
JB is saying honesty from day one and communication.
So that's what the key to marriage: honesty and communication,
and be friends. Like you should genuinely enjoy their company.
I have another friend that got married not too long ago, and you know what he told me? He said, he was like, "I love her." I said, okay, good, because I'm like, okay. And then he was like, but I don't know if this is going to be forever. Like, I was like, this is not what you should be saying after this is right after you're married. Like, and he was just like, but he was like, it's real talk. I don't know if it's forever. But I guess my thing is, I love the whole story of, I want you to say, like, this is my soulmate. We're going to be together forever. And like, I don't know. Like, I felt like kind of sorry for his situation. Like, if you just kind of like, I don't know if we're going to be together.
Yeah, the chat room is going in. They're like, marriage is hard work. Marriage is hard work. You can't go in half-hearted.
But do you know how much it affected me, though, when that man walked over and when he told me, he was like,
this ain't nothing.
He was like, I was like, the ring? He was like, oh, this ain't nothing. And started moving his chair to sit down. And I said, no. Go right back
like it was nothing for you too.
Right. And the thing
but he's been in Atlanta and it's really nothing for someone.
And that's the thing. Any man that tries like me in a situation, I know that it's worked on somebody else. You know what I'm saying? It's worked on somebody else. But like I have my foundation, like it's how I look at marriage is how I look at I think about my parents. I think about how long they've been together, and that kind of
you've
like
had a good example, and you've had a good
and
example,
I value marriage because of them.
That's what you're saying, and I've got a good example, not in my own parents, but in my aunt and uncle. But you
guys are a good example to me. You and Michelle are.
But I watched her parents; they're still together, and they're about to hit 50 years next year. And then I watched my aunt and uncle, who have been together since high school. And so, so it's like
amazing.
So I've had good examples of marriages, and so I'm like, and I watch what they do, and I ask them questions, and I said, hey, look,
I don't know anybody else in my age group that's been married as long as you and Michelle, and but that says a lot. Like, and I don't know, Atlanta itself is just, it's a lot of temptations, a lot of stuff, and I have a lot of guy friends, because I was like. Sometimes my guy friends will even more real than me as female friends are, and they tell me the truth about stuff, and I'll just be like, that.
The hardest thing, and my cousin Ray Ray can attest to this, because we've hung out a lot of times, and it's like, we are fun guys. When we go out, we hang out, we go get it, and we'll be in places, and the energy is so great, and it's fun, and people are like, and women get attracted to that. And they'll be around, and we'll start buying shots, and we'll go in. And the hardest thing to do, and then they'll be on the, and they'll be like, and they'll be all in, and you'll be like, ooh, Baby girl.
So it seems like to me what you guys have been able to do is to get out and have fun, but still say no to temptation.
Yeah. And
so
that takes that's
right there.
That takes discipline.
That takes discipline. Because these females these days, they don't.
Get real.
So you guys, it's not like, because I know different people have told me they have kept themselves out of situations, you know, because they knew they couldn't deal with the temptation. But you guys are pretty secure and you can deal with it. Go out, do whatever. But still, like, you're not.
I think that the best thing is when we still do our thing together, but then she still has her space with her friends, and I still have my space with my friends.
Okay.
And so we give each other that space, that distance to get away and miss each other. Because I don't want to, you can't be all up on each other, and because you'll suffocate one another. So go out with your girls. So when she went to Aruba with her girlfriends. And I was like, wow, I've never been to Aruba. Like, I want to go to Aruba too.
Right.
But, she went and they had a ball and she came back. And then I do my golf trip every year with my friends. Yeah. And we go off and we do our thing. We do our guy thing. We have fun.
Y'all travel a lot.
And we do a lot of travel.
And I like it, though. But y'all travel a lot. Because we be recording 2 shows this day, 2 shows. But, like, I love it. Because, like I said, y'all remind me of my parents, just like a younger version. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, I love it. I love it. Yeah. But yeah, Atlanta is its own beast with dating. But you know what, I say that, but a lot of my friends in different cities, we all went to Ohio State, but dating is a trip everywhere.
Dating it's real. Everywhere. And the thirst is nationwide.
Yeah, and I mean, it's like really like my focus. That's not my focus right now. My focus is this grind, trying to move this to TV, doing different stuff. Yeah. I just got the okay. Just heard from production that the VH1 thing is, like I'm so focused right now, like my lunch date.
And look, and guess what? Because you're so focused right now, somebody gonna pop up.
Right, my lunch date is outside, y'all. Like, wait,
hey,
and we still gotta do our 60-second recap.
Hey, right, and I got.
I know. Look, I'm like. Look, I'm not going to say your name, but I know you in the parking lot. I'll be out in a minute after we do the 60-second
Say
recap.
Say my name.
Say, baby, I love you. All right, guys. We are happy to be back.
So happy to be back, guys.
So we will do a quick 60-second recap, and we're going to see y'all tomorrow.
Peace.